Hello everyone, hope all of you are doing well. In the last video we were discussing previous year's questions and answers from the chapter Effects of Electric Current. Today also we are continuing with the same chapter. If you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe it for getting more videos. Can we move to the first question? Now we can move to the first question. The question is, if intensity of electric current in a circuit is doubled, the heat energy developed in this circuit increases dash times. The options are 2, 1 by 2, 4 and 1 by 4. This question is asked in the year 2022 model question paper. Here what are the quantities given? Yes, the intensity of electric current is doubled, right? Then what we have to calculate? The heat energy developed. So that we know that the equation for finding heat energy, right? What's the equation to find heat energy? Yes, that is H is equal to I square RT. If I is doubled, what will be the increase in its heat energy? Yes, if it is doubled means I square is here, right? So that will be 4 times. So that will be increased by 4 times. The next question is also asked in the year 2022 model question paper. The question is, which of the following light source does not contain mercury in it? The options are fluorescent lamp, LED and CFL. Yes, which one is not containing mercury in it? Yes, that is LED, right? That is light emitting diode. Can we move to the next question? Okay, this question is also asked in 2022 model question paper. The question is, write any 2 characteristic properties of the material used as heating coil in heating devices. What should be the properties of the material using as heating coil in heating devices? Yes, it should have a high melting point, then the resistivity also should be high, right? Then it should have the ability to remain in red hot condition for a long time and without getting oxidized. So how we can write down the answer? Yes, that is, first one is high melting point, the second one high resistivity, and third one ability to remain red hot condition without oxidation. Clear? The next question is also asked in 2022 model question paper. The question is, how many units of energy will be consumed by a 100-watt bulb in 30 days if it works 10 hours every day? Yes, what are the quantities given here? It is given that a 100-watt bulb is working for 10 hours every day. That means the power is how much? Yes, it is 100 watt. And what else is given? It works for 10 hours, means the time is given as 10 hours. So what we have to calculate? Here we have to find the unit of energy consumed in 30 days. So that energy consumed we have to calculate. Then how we can calculate? Here we have to find the energy consumed in 30 days, right? So first of all we can find the energy consumed in 1 day. Then it will be easy to calculate for 30 days. So that means we can multiply with 30, right? So what is the equation for finding the energy consumption in 1 day? Yes, that is power in watt into time in hour divided by 1000, right? We have both the quantities, power and time. So we can substitute, right? Then what will come? What is the power here? That is 100. Then time, that is 10 hours. So directly we can substitute. So we will get 100 into 10 divided by 1000. So what we will get? Yes, that is 1 unit. That means if a 100-watt bulb works for 10 hours in 1 day, we will get the energy consumption as 1 unit, right? So like that, it works for 30 days. So how we can calculate the energy consumption? Yes, that is the energy consumption in 1 month, that is in 30 days will be 1 unit into 30, right? So total 30 unit. So that is the answer. Is it clear? That is, energy consumption in 1 month is equal to 1 unit into 30. That is equal to 30 units. The next question is also from 2022 model question paper. The question is, explain how light energy is produced in discharge lamps. Yes, so we have to explain the working of discharge lamps. So we have studied about many types of lamps, right? So which all types belongs to the group of discharge lamps? Yes, that is fluorescent lamp, then CFL, neon lamps, okay, mercury lamp, etc. All these are discharge lamps. So we can check that how it works. In discharge lamps, we have glass tubes fitted with 2 electrodes. Also, the gases will be filled in these tubes. Okay. Also, the electrodes will emit light as a result of discharge of electricity through these gases in tubes. So when we apply high potential difference across the ends, what will happen? The gas molecules will get excited, and these excited atoms will have a tendency to attain the stability. So for that, it will come to its original state. Okay. So when they are coming back to the original state, what will happen? The energy stored in them will be radiated as light. So depending upon the difference in the energy levels of light, different colors of light and radiations will be emitted. Okay. Now we can answer, right? The discharge lamps are glass tubes fitted with 2 electrodes. They emit light as a result of discharge of electricity through the gases filled in tubes. When a high potential difference is applied, the gas molecules get excited. Excited atoms come back to their original states for attaining stability. During this process, the energy stored in them will be radiated as light. So this is the working of discharge lamps. Is it clear? Can we move to the next question? Okay, this question is also asked in 2022 model examination. Here there are 3 questions. The first question is, which material is used as filament in incandescent lamp? So this is a 1 mark question. And the next one is, what are the characteristic properties of the material used as filament? So this is 2 mark. And the last one, why these lamps are filled with nitrogen? This is also for 2 mark. Can we answer the questions? Okay, the first question is, which material is used as the filament in incandescent lamp? Which one is used? Yes, that is tungsten. Tungsten is used as the filament in incandescent lamp. So the second question, what are the characteristic properties of the material used as filament? The properties of tungsten that we have studied, right? That is high resistivity, high melting point, high ductility. Also, it has the ability to emit white light in the white hot condition. Okay, so these are the characteristic properties of the material used as filament. And the last question is, why these lamps are filled with nitrogen? Here we are filling nitrogen in order to reduce the vaporization. Is it clear? Now we can move to the next question. This question is also asked in 2022 model examination. The question is, usually we connect resistors in series and parallel. The first question is, in which type of connection does the resultant resistance of the circuit decreases? The second one, 2 resistors of 100 ohm are connected in series with a 250 volt supply. Calculate the heat energy produced when current flows through it for 2 seconds. And the third question is, state whether the quantity of heat produced increases or decreases if these resistors connected in parallel in the same circuit with a 250 volt supply. Justify your answer. Can we answer it one by one? Okay. The first question is, in which type of connection does the resultant resistance of the circuit decreases? Right. So we have studied 2 types of combinations of resistors, isn't it? So what are the 2 types? Series and parallel. suppose we are having R1 and R2 are the two resistors, then what will be the resultant in the case of series combination? Yes, that will be R1 plus R2, right? So that is R will be equal to R1 plus R2. And what about parallel connection? Yes, in the case of parallel combination, we will get the resultant as 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. In the second question, what are the given quantities? Yes, the two resistors are having 100 ohm resistance. Okay, so that is given and it is connected in series, and the voltage is 250 volt. Then what are the other quantities? Calculate the heat energy produced when current flows through it for 2 seconds. That means time is given, we have to calculate the heat energy produced. Okay, so here we have the two resistors as 100 ohms. Okay, so what will be the equivalent resistance in the case of series combination? Yes, that will be R1 plus R2, right? So R is equal to 100 plus 100, that is 200 ohm. Here we have V equal to 250 volt and T as 2 seconds. Okay, then how we can calculate heat energy or H? Okay, H is equal to I square RT, that we have already studied, right? But here we don't have the value of electric current, right? We have only V, R and T. So can we convert this current in terms of potential difference V? Yes. So how we can convert? We have I is equal to V by R, right? So if you are substituting in this H is equal to I square RT, what we will get? So that will be equal to V square T by R. That means H is equal to V square T by R. Okay, so that we can substitute the values of V and T and R. So what we will get? V square means 250 into 250 into time is 2. So into 2 divided by R, 200. So that value is 625 joule. Okay, now we can move to the third question. The third question is, state whether the quantity of heat produced increases or decreases if these resistors connected in parallel in same circuit with a 250 volt supply. Justify your answer, because if you suppose we are replacing this series combination with a parallel combination, so what will happen to the heat energy? So that is our question. Suppose we are connecting the resistors in parallel instead of series combination. So what will happen to the effective resistance? Yes, the effective resistance will be decreased, right? So if the resistance decreases, what will happen to current? So the electric current I is equal to V by R. If R is less, the current will be increased, right? And as the current increases, what will happen to heat energy? Here we have H is equal to I square RT. That means as the current increases, the heat energy also will be increased, right? That means when resistors are connected in parallel, the effective resistance decreases. Hence, the current increases. As current increases, heat produced also increases. Is it clear? Hope this will be helpful for you. If you have any suggestions, please comment. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.